Hello and welcome. This is Kristen with the Online Selling Show, and I'm here doing a multi-part series in trying to turn your hobby eBay business into a full-time income, or maybe just ramping up your eBay business because you need more money out of it. Maybe you just desire to have more money out of it. Whatever it may be, this is a multi-part series. This is the third part. The first part I talked about fear and tenacity and just keep going every week. The second part I started talking about was making yourself a system that's going to work for you with your business. Third part is you have to realistically look at the product and the numbers. And I come at this from having done this for 22 years. In the last 15 years, I've been in a wholesale business model. I left my state of New Jersey job 11 years ago. Since 2017, this wholesale business that I've been running has been the family's sole source of income. I've started a new eBay business on June 15th, and this is part of what I'm going to have as a retirement. I'm going backwards with that business. I want that to be the hobby business now because we want to get into retirement. So I come at this with a lot of experience. I've been through these steps, and I'm wanting to help you either find a way to do this much faster or give you some advice that may help you avoid some of the things and pitfalls I've had. I'm just telling you, it's been a ride. So what I'm talking about today is the products and the numbers type of thing. And one of the problems I find or have found with people when they're looking at product, either A, they're really looking at it in a sense of like what they like, meaning it's their passion. And I am very passionate about Christmas. I'm very passionate about kid and baby items. That was where I got my start in all of this. And I'm going to tell you, there's been a lot of things I've gotten educated on through the years. There's a lot of product I brought in and sold that was nothing I would have ever used, was never even my desire. I still sell products today that I would never even buy for myself. So you may say, like, well, that doesn't make any sense because you bought it. I understand that. I didn't buy it with me being the end user. I bought it to go to somebody else whose money I want in exchange for this good. So that's part of what you have to keep in mind. Some of the things that I've transitioned into even buying in this new eBay business are things that I'm going to be honest, some of them I'm almost like questioning, like, why would somebody buy this? And you do have to get used to that mentality of asking that question without it being sarcastic, obviously. But really, like, why are people buying this? And once you understand the psychology behind why they're buying it, it really makes your eyes open up to more other products that could be similar to some of those products that you're originally looking at. So some of the other things you have to keep in mind is the numbers. And I found a lot of people they're getting in way too high, so they're buying a product at $10 that they're selling for $12, and you're never going to get any profit out of that. Or they're buying stuff that's so cheap that is like a $2 product that's going to sell for $5. Again, there's still not enough profit in all of that. And I think some of it comes back to the fear that I talked about in the episode 1, where I think some people are more comfortable spending $2, $3 type of thing. And the other instance where they're buying it for 10 and selling for 12, I think some people think that they're more comfortable when they're not seeing this huge swing in the price swing, and they didn't buy it for 10 and sell for 100, because they think that there must be something wrong with that. Like, if I sell something for $10, or I buy it for 10, I sell for 100, like they're price gouging people, or they're opening themselves up for these cases to be filed against them because, is that item really worth the $100 if they're only able to get it for 10? Yes, it's possible. I've done it every day of the week almost at times. I'm just telling you that the numbers are what the numbers are. You're going to have to do your research. So I highly recommend that you look at it a couple of different ways, meaning if you're going to have questions about, let's say, a trinket box, and you've done like a reverse Google image search, I still tell you to go to eBay yourself, do the actual search with the keywords. Now, make sure you're not finding that one or two anomaly. That's the problem I've been running into, is that I haven't really found being comfortable with other people around and looking stuff up. I feel still that it's kind of like I gotta be secretive, because that's the basis of where I came from. When I first started, I've mentioned I've been to trade shows in a conversation with people many years ago. Specifically, I can think of one, and the guy was in the middle of saying something to me, and I stopped him. I said, well, is this, and I mentioned Amazon and selling on Amazon. That man literally turned around in the middle of that sentence of what he was trying to express to me and walked away. My husband was standing right there next to me, and I had been telling him how this kind of stuff had been happening at previous trade shows, and he witnessed it. He was just like blown away, and I'm like, yes, this happens all the time. So I guess for me, I'm still feeling like I have to be secretive about it. I know I don't have to be, but it's just still, yeah. But do some different searches, especially if you're finding that, for me, I don't care. I'll spend $2, $5, maybe even $10 on something and take that gamble if I see that there's a good upside to it, that I think I can get a good price from it. But do the research. The other thing is, yeah, can you make $100, but you have to sit on it for 2 years. If you have to sit on it for that long, it's not going to pay bills. It's just not. Because if you have to wait, think about if you went to a job and you had to wait for 6 months to get yourself a paycheck. Would you go to that job every week? Probably not. So this is no different. This is you going to a job, which is your own business, and working and waiting to get your paycheck. And if it means you can wait 6 months and not worry about it, then that's fine. But if you need the bills to get paid, you're not going to be able to wait for 6 months. So that's what I'm going to tell you in product-related stuff. Definitely make sure you're paying attention to the condition. Make sure you're paying attention to that you're getting all the products that go in a set. All of those are basic, elementary stuff. I'm talking about the paying attention to where your emotion is coming in on that product, where your preconceived ideas about something's feasibility to sell is coming in. Make sure you have something that allows you to stop yourself and reevaluate, I guess is the way to say it. So I hope this gives you some good information. I would appreciate a thumbs up if you got anything good out of this video. Leave me some comments down below. Are you getting anything good out of this series? I'd like to know if you have additional comments or questions about what I have said. And I would really appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.